Hey, just wanted to do a little comparison video to a couple of knives I have here. We got the Hinderer XM18, and then we have the Hinderer Design ZT in the orange and black, and this is the 562 ORB. Okay, orange and black. This was I think, I don't know if it was a limited run or wasn't a sprint run, but anyway, I just picked this one up a couple months ago. I just wanted to say, hey, let's both great knives, both Hinderer design, both a lot of similarities in these knives, but there's some differences. Obviously, the blade shapes are different from these two, but Hinderer design to an actual Hinderer, what's the deal? Why would I pay $450 and up for this knife when I can have this one for about $250? Now, I use both these knives. You can see the marks on the blades on both of these. I've carried both of these at my job. I don't do really heavy duty work, but breaking down boxes and such throughout the day. So I have experience, with both. I've had this. Oops, I've actually had the Hinderer for about, I guess it's pushing about a year now. And like I said, this one I got a couple months ago. When as soon as this one came out, I was notified by Recon One, and I went over and grabbed it. And yeah, I mean, really cool. But let's just take a quick look at them, okay? Obviously, physically, size-wise, as far as length, they're about the same. They're really close when it comes to that. I don't know if that's gonna probably. This one always looks shorter than this one, but you stack them on top of each other. Yeah, they're the same overall. So a shape, and handle shape, pretty similar. Not much of a difference. You got maybe an extra little curve down here on the ZT, as opposed to this. So the same there. I think the major really differences are the blades. This one is CTS. What is that? I can get this into focus. 204P, and this is a S35 VN steel on the Hinderer. Now, both really good steels. I gotta tell you, if it comes to, if we're just talking steel, if we're just talking steel quality, I'd definitely give the advantage to the actual Hinderer with the S35V. Edge retention, it's much better here. Really good, but better. Okay, from besides that, overall thickness, you can see the Hinderer is thicker in the pocket. Full titanium scale here. This is, I believe, blackened titanium here, and so this is thinner. This is obvious lighter, and and this one, it's heavier, but it's not only from the scale thickness, but you can see the blade thickness. Look down at the base here. You can see that the Hinderer has a thicker blade steel. So, is it a beefier knife? I don't know. One thing to note that for sure is a concern with some people, when you have titanium riding on steel here, see the lockup's really good now. Is that going to creep over time? Is the steel going to wear into that, and that's going to cause some creep? Probably over time. I like to flip my knife, so maybe sooner than later for a guy like me. This has titanium with a steel insert. You can see that steel insert in there. So good, good lockup, steel insert. Probably gonna last a lot. I mean, not that this is gonna wear out anytime soon. This knife will probably outlast me, but that's a concern with some people. Not so much me though. Flipper tabs, complete smooth on this, and this one is textured right here. The Hinderer, in fact, this one I actually ground this down. This was pointier. Any guys that have one, you'll know that's pointy. And I tell you what, for a guy that likes to flip his knives, that can be uncomfortable after a while. So I just kind of rounded it off a little bit. He makes his knives designed for in use, field use, and especially if you're wearing gloves, thick gloves like a fireman or such, that's you don't want anything smooth like this where you might slip off. That point is it's intentional to dig into a leather glove, and so you're no problem getting it open. This is going to be kind of hard to manipulate with a thick glove on. You won't be able to do that, but you'll always be able to get a good purchase on that. So that's why they do that, at least from what I'm told. Pocket clips, deep carry clip here. Is that a big advantage? This is going to stick out of the pocket a little more. This is going to carry all the way down deeper. That's a personal preference. It doesn't bother me either way. This is concealed nicer, so you don't see it sticking out. Not gonna really catch on something. Where this, you could bump up against something, and do some unintentional damage to the side of your car or somebody else's. But it's never really been an issue for me. That's, for me, that's plenty deep. I'm not concerned about that. Obviously, a lanyard hold here, and no lanyard hold on that one. Once again, not a huge concern. Once in a while, I'll throw some lanyards on just for show. But a lanyard to me on a smaller knife or something that rides deep in the pocket is a little more important. But when you got a lanyard hold right here, well below the pocket line, I just don't see the point. I guess in case you a safety thing and you want to wrap it around your wrist or strap it yourself so you don't drop it, maybe that's it. But oh well on that. Nylon washers on the inside here, and this one actually rides on bearings. So the action wise, this is much nicer action wise. Real snappy. Great action. They're easy to maintain. You take it apart. They're nested bearings, so you don't it's not like they're gonna fly out if you take it apart. This one, but bearings do like to have a little lubrication. Nylon washers, no lubrication. This one's just made to just ride dry and long. And like I said, this is a tool. This is a hard use, a daily use tool. Not to say this isn't, but there's an intentional reason behind him not using bearings. Bearings could fail. That washer is going to wear down. It's still going to open. Either way. Anyway, two great knives. You got the finger choil here. You have no finger choil there. I do kind of wish that they did have some kind of choil there. It's nice to get up, in there and do some close work. The worst you really can't. You're way back here. The blade's way all in front of you. You're back there. You can't get up on it. You can reach up like this. Not super comfortable. This is nicer, and it's a good size too. You see, your finger actually fits in there. I hate the knives you see where they got this, and it's just like, what is that, for a pencil? They do this little cut on there, and it's not functional. It's like, why? And you see, he's got it all the way up to the flat of the grind, so you can get a good edge on this, all the way back. Some of these guys, they do that little choil here, and it's still on this recurve right here. It's like you can't get a good edge on it. It's like you got that funky grind at the end, and it just frustrates me. I like to sharpen my knives too, and that's just frustrating when I see guys do that design. It's like, what were you thinking? Well, anyway, I just wanted to show give you guys a good close comparison of these two. Like I say, two great knives. I love carrying them both. Which one is best for you? That's all subjective. Me, I'd go with the Hinderer. I'd spend the extra money. And obviously I did. This, I just had to see it. I do like the bearings. I almost wish they had this with bearings. That would be nice, but there's nothing wrong with the action the way it is, and it just, it's smooth on the washers. Takes a little more a break-in period, where this is just out of the box. There you go. But that's it. That's my comparison on the two. I hope you liked the video. If you do, please click the like button or subscribe button below. I'll be posting up some more knife videos, knife comparisons, hopefully. I got quite a few in my collection to go through, and I'd like to show them to you guys, and I appreciate any feedback you got on them, anything I missed or anything else you'd like to see or any other questions you have. Please feel free to comment below. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you next time.